Indy Express. And they steal the ball away in Milligan. He brings it up the center of the court. He has the numbers, gives it over to number 24 and Shaq Dance. And here come the Firebirds. That's what we're so accustomed to seeing. 3:46 remaining here in the second quarter. 53-45 is your score. And we have an offensive foul against number 8. And John Hart, that's his second foul. And it's a turnover. It will be the Raleigh Firebirds basketball. Fresh shot clock on the fresh 24 seconds on the shot clock for the Firebirds. 3:42 remaining. 53-45. I knew what I was trying to say.
You're all good, brother.
So number 23, Justin Vaughn, will be the inbounder. He gives it over to Milligan. He starts in the center, goes all the way to the right-hand side, goes up against Troy. Good pick move by Collins. Gets it outside to number 23 and Shaq. Swings it over to number 20 in Stewart. Brings it inside. It's going to be blocked, but Milligan is right there, and he makes the backward layup. Troy Taylor brings it up the center of the court for Indy Express. The alley-oop, and he misses the slam, and it goes out of bounds. Easy opportunity for Indy Express, and he missed the alley-oop opportunity, and it remains a 53-45 game. 3:18 remaining in the second quarter, 24 seconds on the shot clock, and Milligan will have the basketball. He looks to the sideline for a play from Coach Oliver. Gives it over to Shaq Dance. He goes up against number 9 in Baden. Gives it back outside. Caleb puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. He's going to be awarded for the 2 shots as number 7 with 3 fouls. Got to be careful.
Working on our social media. Follow us at CRN Sports Network on Facebook, CRN Sports on Twitter and Instagram, and hashtag CRN Sports.
.305 remaining, still a 53-45 game. And number 20, Caleb Stewart, makes the first one.
So, Trey, my question's this, bud. I mean, we obviously know they've been playing some scrimmages. They've been having, training camps, and they literally just announced the Firebirds roster on Wednesday night. Is that an advantage because they've been so busy preparing and conditioning and getting the team ready?
For the Firebirds?
Yeah, you feel like they're in healthy conditions to play.
We knew they were going to be healthy enough to play. It was just a matter of, and looks like the Indy Express brings the center of the court. They lose the basketball. Shaq Dance brings it outside. I'll finish that concept in just a minute, Wesley. Placillon is going to be called for a timeout, and he gets it. He is granted. That's Coach Oliver for the Firebirds call a timeout. They're going to take it. That's a 30-second. And what you're kind of piggyback in, we knew they were going to be ready because this is a talented group for the Raleigh Firebirds. We knew that the Coach Oliver and Coach Wade, the owner for the Raleigh Firebirds, we knew they picked a good program. We knew that they picked players that can maneuver through, either shoot the ball extremely well, move the ball by passing. All that kind of favors the Raleigh Firebirds.
For sure.
But the biggest thing, you don't know. And we, at the media coverage of Coach Brinkley, he was saying, look, I want to say we're going to come out firing, but I don't have that answer. We don't know. We haven't played yet. We've seen them a couple times in training camp. We've had a couple practices. And let's kind of remind you, we drove up this morning. We drove up this morning.
Right.
And we got here.
No, we drove back we left Raleigh at like 11 o'clock last night and got to Indianapolis at 11 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, so it was a long day. So, and again, we were doing stuff all day long. Either eating food or getting prepared for tonight's ball game.
Yes.
But again, so maybe the lag. It's 53-47 right now, but look, they're staying in this ball game. They're doing what they need to do to win this game, and they can win this game.
They can.
So in coming the break,
halftime as well.
In coming the break, the Shaq Dance tries to dance down low. He does, and is going to miss. He gets his own miss, and it's going to be out for the be fouled. So Shaq Dance will be rewarded with his hustle, and as he was hitting the nose.
53-47. That is the score right now as it stands. Coming up, the Symmetry Financial Group halftime report. We will recap everything in the first half of this game, set the stage for the second. I will grab coach interviews with Coach Oliver and Coach McDuffie for the Indy Express, and get ready for the second half. It should be interesting.
Oh, absolutely. And Shaq Dant makes his first one. He puts the second one up, and he misses. That was controlled by Philip Sirwaka.
Totally missed the segue I was doing there.
What did he do?
Nothing.
And hard, they're going to be called for the foul as Indy Express brings it to the center of the court, and he's going to go up. It has his highest point, and he's going to fall on his tailbone, so he's kind of hurting a little bit. And that's going to be called on number 10, Jorge Concepcion. Got to be careful.
Jorge Concepcion. You like that name, don't you, buddy?
I love that name. Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
So 226, 53, 48 is your score. Puts the first one up, and it's going to be good. That is number 4 in Joe Reddick.
We have subs coming in for the Firebirds. Number 13, Jamel McAllister. He's in. The Ford at 6'7".
Also, Justin Vaughn's in the game as well for the Firebirds.
Jorge Vaughn. Call it Jorge Vaughn, right?
Yeah, well. 223, 55, 48 is your score. Milligan has it on the, gets inside to Sirwaka. He goes up against 3 defenders, gets it outside for the 3, and it's in and out. Sirwaka with a defensive rebound for Indy Express. He gives it over to number 5, Dante Vaughn, and he's going to be awarded with the foul from the hustle.
2:07 remaining in the first half. 55-48. We keep moving the table. It's going to be another Express player going to the line, shooting 2. Robert Vaden. He's the Ford. And again, just as fast as the Firebirds start to close, Trey, Indy Express snatches it away like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah, I mean.
If you like that analogy.
Yeah, yeah. He misses the free throw there. 2:04 remaining. 56-48 is your score. And the Firebirds turn the ball over. Here comes Reddick. Gives it over to number 8 in Justin Hart.
Yeah, you can't make those mistakes.
And he puts it in for 2. Milligan for the Raleigh Firebirds quickly gets it past half court. He swings it over to number 24. Now in Shaq Dance. All the way back on the other side of the court to Milligan. Put it up for the 3. It's going to be in and out. And it's going to be controlled by Reddick of Indy Express. 133 remaining, 58-48, 10-point lead by Indy. Puts it out for the 3, and it's going to go in.
What a shot by Donante Vaughn. Donante Vaughn, the guard, puts it in for 3. 80 seconds in the first half. And we're seeing the Express start to pull away, Trey.
And a missed 3-point shot by number 24 in Shaq Dance. But it's going to be out of bounds and last touch by Indy Express. It remains the Raleigh Firebirds basketball. So 1:11, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Shaq Dance will be the inbounder. He give it over to number 10 in Concepcion. 1:06. Puts it up for the 2. It's going to be an air ball. Controlled by Reddick for
tough break.
Indy Express. He
1
slows
minute
it down.
in the first half, Trey.
61-48 is your score. Slows it down just a little bit for Indy. He's double-teamed at half court. And he almost loses the basketball, but it goes in the hands of number 5, and Dante Vaughn brings it inside at the free throw line, brings it back outside, puts it up for the 2. It's going to be no good. They have time. 43 seconds remaining in the half. 61-48 is your score. They put it up for the 2, and it's going to be fouled.
61-48 here in Indianapolis. They're leading the way, the Express, a new franchise team here in the Hoosier State. Kicking off their second season as the Raleigh Firebirds, and we got a foul, and they're going to go to the free throw line, number 13, and that's going to be Jamel McAllister, and he is a Ford standing at 6'7". Trey Stein, he'll shoot 2 at the line.
He puts the first one up, and it's good. Nine points for Jamel McAllister. Out comes Jorge. 38 seconds now. 61-49 is your score. And out comes for the Indy Express in Sirwaka. In comes back in the ball game John Hart, number 8. Jamal McAllister once again will be at the free throw line. He'll have one more. He puts the second one up, and it's going to be good.
So they're down by 11 here, getting ready to go to the half.
10 points for McAllister. Reddick goes up against Shaq Dance. Spin move, puts it up, and it's a nice move by Reddick. 5 points for him. And number 23 brings it up by himself, and he's going to, oh my goodness.
Oh, wow, they're going to call jump ball on that.
Is it going to be a jump ball or is it going to be a
no, they're calling
foul?
jump ball.
I know they are, but it was either going to be that, a foul or a jump ball, and they decided to go to the jump ball. So 63-50 is your score, 23 seconds remaining in the half. And number 23, Justin Vaughn, will be the jumpy. He'll go up against Robert Baden. He puts it up, and it's going to be controlled by Indy Express. They look to move the ball extremely fast. Gives it over to Christian Hopkins. It's first time being in the ball game for him. And Dante Vaughn has the basketball. 12 seconds remaining in the half. He gives it outside to Joe Reddick. 8 seconds remaining. He goes up against Shaq Dance. Steps back move, gives it over to number 5 and Dante Vaughn. 1 second remaining. He's going to be fouled.
A foul with 1 second remaining. So Justin Vaughn, another foul on Justin Vaughn. That's his second. And with 1 second remaining, it's going to bring number 5 to the line. Deontay Vaughn. Deontay Vaughn, the guard for the Express, Trace Nod. This will take us to the half.
Puts the first one up and does not go in. He'll get one more. 1 second remaining. It's a 63-50 score in favor of Indy Express at Indianapolis. He puts the second one up, and it's going to be good.
65 to 15.
Didn't have time to get it out of his hands. With that noise, it will be a 64-50 lead in favor of Indy Express. You're tuned in. We're going to get you ready for halftime. You're tuned in to the Raleigh Firebirds flagship station right here on CRN Sports Network.
Looking for a life insurance company that specializes in what you actually need? Protection. Call Danny today with Symmetry Financial. Danny is certified in all 50 states, which means Symmetry Financial is not limited and has over 30 companies to choose from. Symmetry Financial has proved time and time again their options and pricing is just better than the rest. Give Danny a call today at 828-994-1681 to see how Symmetry Financial can make life simple.
The Basketball League, formerly the NAPB, is dedicated to delivering a world-class professional basketball experience to our community, our fans, and business partners. The Basketball League, where the spirit of the game lives.
TBL is dedicated to serving our communities. Outreach efforts include daytime games for school-age students with programming at halftime, centered on issues of bullying, self-confidence, and reputation safety. Day games are sponsored by local businesses and are a tremendous platform of impact. TBL is proud to be on CRN. Follow us at crnsports.org.
It's Wesley Outland, the voice of the Raleigh Firebirds, along with my colleague and partner Trace Knight of CRN Sports Network. Let me tell you about what Firebirds stands for STEM. A successful franchise is a basketball-loving market with sustainable local market and support. The best franchises are intimately integrated with actual community goals and values, not just popular causes. The Firebirds stand for STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math education. The 21st century workforce requires astounding levels of STEM education, but many of our young people are not getting exposed to these fields in a way that engages our aspirations and imaginations. We are committed to leveraging the powers of attractiveness of sport to promote earlier engagement with STEM. The Firebirds have partnered with Wake County Schools to host 2 school day games for the purpose of reaching youth in an exciting basketball game experience and interaction. This is a vehicle platform for tremendous education content. While there are many things, it is still important to against these things, the Firebirds will stand for STEM. Find more details at RaleighFirebirds.net. The following is a presentation of the CRN Sports Network, solely for the private non